What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Today we are talking about how to lose 65 pounds. So as you can see on the screen here, this is my client. Her name is Rashonda. She lost 65 pounds over the last, I believe, like 8 months that she's been working with me. So I'm going to show you guys step by step how to lose body fat, how to build muscle. I'm going to show you how to build the meal plan, how to build the workout plan, do everything step by step. So let's get right into it. All right, so before we begin, everybody comment below and let me know, how much weight are you looking to lose? Tell me, how much weight are you looking to lose? Like, what is your fitness goal? All right, let's get to this. All right, so how to lose 65 pounds. So pretty much here, we're looking at my client. She lost 65 pounds, right? And I'm gonna show you guys, like, if I met her and we were starting from scratch, like, what would I have her do if she wanted to lose weight all over again? So let's see. Let's do it like this. We're gonna move this down here. We're gonna put another photo here, right? And let's say she came to me and this is what she currently looked like, right? What would I do step by step? Like, I just meet her, this is what she looks like, and she wants to lose 100 pounds of body fat and build some muscle. Right, so this is what we're gonna do. Number one, we identify the goal. So I know her goal is to lose 65 pounds. And let's say she wants to do this in 6 months. All right, whenever you are writing down your fitness goal, these are the two things you need to understand. Like, one, write down how much weight you're trying to lose, and then write down when you are trying to lose the weight by. Your goal needs to have a time. So are you trying to lose 80 pounds? When are you trying to lose the 80 pounds by? You're trying to lose 100 pounds? Raul, when are you trying to lose 100 pounds by? If you're trying to lose 150 pounds, when are you trying to get this done by? All right. So she wants to lose 65 pounds in 6 months. So pretty much that means we want to lose 10 pounds a month. And that means we want to lose 2.5 pounds a week. Now, for most people that are trying to lose weight, I like losing 10 pounds a month or losing 2.5 pounds a week. You know, it's aggressive, but it's not too aggressive. This is very, very realistic. In fact, most people could lose weight faster than this if they want to. All right, but for the sake of today's video, I want Rashonda to lose 2.5 pounds every week. So let's come up with a game plan, you know, to help her do that. All right, so number one, we're gonna make the meal plan. We need to calculate the right amount of calories and protein so we can build her meal plan. All right, so right here, I'm just going to be using some fake info. All right, so first we're going to calculate her calories. This is the information we need to calculate how many calories somebody should eat. We need the age, height, weight, and activity level. All right, so everybody write down, what is your age, height, weight, and activity level. Once we have this information, now we can calculate exactly how many calories you need to eat in order to be losing 10 pounds a month. All right, so the next step we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Google and we're gonna type in calorie calculator. Then we're gonna click the one from calculator.net, and then we're gonna put in that information. We're gonna put in your age. All right, so she's 47. This is fake information, by the way. We're gonna put in her height. She's 5'11". We're gonna put in her weight. She's 298. Then we're gonna put in her activity level. She is sedentary. Then we press calculate. Now, it gives us her maintenance calories, like the amount of calories she has to eat to maintain her weight. And it also gives us her weight loss calories, so the amount of calories she needs to eat in order to lose weight. All right, so now once we have this information, all right, 1 second, let me just make sure this is actually recording. All right, so now we have this information. Now we know exactly how many calories she needs to eat in order to be losing 2 pounds a week, but we're trying to lose 2.5 pounds a week. So this is the math that somebody has to do to figure out how many calories they want to eat. So one, you're gonna write down your maintenance calories, right? The calories you need to eat in order to maintain your weight. So we write that down. So maintain, that is 2,500 calories. You see here, it says 2,499. We're just gonna round that up to 2,500. Now this is the math. To lose 1 pound a week, we have to minus 500. So that means she's going to have to eat 2,000 calories a day, and that equals 1 pound. To lose 2 pounds, she has to minus 1,000 calories. So that means we're going to subtract 1,000 calories from 2,500. So that means in order for her to lose 2 pounds a week, she has to eat 1,500 calories, and that equals 2 pounds a week. For her to lose 2.5 pounds, we have to subtract 1,250. All right, so that means she has to eat, let's say, so she's at 2,500, that's her maintenance, minus 1,250. That means she has to eat 1,250 calories in order to lose 2.5 pounds a week. All right, so now we have the amount of calories that she needs to eat. So her meal plan needs to be 1,250 calories a day, and that's going to have her losing 2.5 pounds a week. Now, the next thing we have to look at is the protein. All right, we got to look at the protein. Why do we need the right amount of protein? So that she doesn't lose a lot of muscle while she's losing weight. We want her to eat enough protein so that she can build muscle while she's losing body fat. So when it comes to protein, this is how we calculate how much protein we want to eat. So we're gonna ask ourselves, what is our ideal body weight? Like, what is the goal body weight? So let's go back, right? So right now, she's basically 298 pounds. What is her goal? Like her ultimate goal? What is her best weight? She said, okay, her best weight is to weigh 180 pounds. So if her ideal weight is 180 pounds, then we want her to eat 180 grams of protein every day. So that's the rule. Whatever your ideal weight is, you want to eat close to 1 gram of protein for every pound of your ideal weight. So now we have the numbers so that we can build her meal plan out. And if our meal plan hits these numbers, it's 1,250 calories and 180 grams of protein. She'll be able to lose 2.5 pounds of body fat every week, and she'll be able to build muscle. All right, so now the next step, we're going to use MyFitnessPal to actually make the meal plan. So we're going to use MyFitnessPal to plug in all the numbers, plug in everything, plug in all the foods, and just make sure that at the end of the day, she's eating the correct amount of calories and protein. So I have MyFitnessPal open right here. All right, so we're gonna go to the diary. Go to food diary. All right, so we're gonna go to breakfast. Now I'm just gonna give you guys like my go-to. Whenever I'm building a meal plan for somebody, I give them 3 meals a day. Each meal is a lean protein source with vegetables. That's how I build everybody's meal plan. That's the foundation. And then depending on whether or not they are over their calories or under their calories, we slightly adjust it from there. But we start off by having 3 meals a day. Each meal is a protein source and some vegetables. Okay, so let's do this. So let's say for breakfast, she wants to be strict. So we're going to give her a lean protein source. Egg whites is very lean. So we're going to do 2 cups of liquid egg whites. I hope you guys can actually see this. If you can't, then I'm going to be speaking it out, and this is being recorded as well too, so you can always rewatch the replay. So I just plugged in 2 cups of liquid egg whites, and then I'm going to plug in some mixed vegetables. All right, that's breakfast, lean protein source, side of veggies. Now we're going to plug in the lunch. For lunch, we're going to do chicken breast and some mixed veggies. We plug that in. Now for dinner, we're going to plug in some chicken breast and mixed veggies. All right, so far, we're at 887 calories, 157 grams of protein. So we are under with our calories and we're under with our protein. So we need to bump both of those numbers up. So one of the easiest ways to do that is we're going to just add more chicken breast to her meal. So we're going to do 8 ounces of chicken breast with dinner. And then we're going to do 8 ounces of chicken breast with her lunch. Okay, now she's at 173 grams of protein, and she's at almost 1,000 calories. Okay, so what we could do to keep this very simple is we can just bump that protein source up from 8 ounces of chicken breast up to 8.5 ounces of chicken breast. Do that for lunch. And now we're going to do that again for dinner. Okay, still slightly below, right? So we're just going to give her 9 ounces of chicken breast for dinner, all right? Now, there are more complicated ways to do this. This is just like a very simple way to get like the foundation of your meal plan created. Okay, now we're at the protein goal, and we have 200 calories to spare. So what could we do? We have 200 calories to spare. So what we could do, and what I would personally do for hers, I do want to bump up her fats a little bit, right? So I would have her do a little bit of avocado. So I would give her 100 calories worth of avocado with her lunch, and then 100 calories worth of avocado with her dinner. And this would be her meal plan. All right, so let's bump that up. Avocado. And I see one whole avocado is 240 calories. So we're going to give her about like a little bit less than half of one. All right. And now we're going to add some for her dinner. All right. And just like that, we've built out a meal plan that is 1,200 calories. I don't know if you guys can see this right here. Her meal plan is 1,200 calories, and it's 185 grams of protein. Just like that. And she has 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. And if she follows this meal plan, even if she continues to be sedentary, she'll be losing 2.5 pounds of body fat every week if she follows this exactly as it's written out. Okay? So now we built the meal plan out. So she already knows what to eat. Now, the next thing that I like to add in is some cardio. The reason why I add in cardio is because it helps us lose weight a little bit quicker. Because right now she just does everything. She'll be dropping 2.5 pounds a week. But if she wants to add in a little bit of cardio, she could be dropping 3.5, maybe 4 pounds a week, if that's what her goal is, right? And most people, they want to attack fat loss and be aggressive. So what I would have her do is 60 minutes of cardio daily. And now what could she do for cardio? For cardio, she could walk. She could walk on the treadmill with an incline. She can use the Stairmaster. She can use the elliptical. It's nothing too intense when you're doing your cardio. You just want to just slightly elevate your heart rate. Now, when is the best time to do cardio for her? For most people, I recommend you wake up early and you just get it out the way. So you wake up an hour early, you go to the gym, and you knock your cardio out, or you get on your walking pad or your treadmill at home. All right. So that's what I recommend for most people. But ultimately, you just got to pick a time that works best for you. Next, we are going to discuss the workouts. All right. So we have her meal plan, we have her cardio. Now we're going to design a workout program for her, because although she's losing weight, we want her to be building muscle as well too. Now, this is how I like to structure everybody's workout. All right. We want to work out 4 days a week in total. So 2 days is upper body, 2 days is lower. Now for the upper body, I like to keep it very simple. We'll pick 3 to 4 exercises. So for upper body, we can do, let's say we do push-ups. Or better yet, no, we'll do dumbbell bench press. All right, do dumbbell bench press. And then we can do dumbbell back rows. Then we can do dumbbell shoulder presses. Okay? We have 2 upper body days a week. And then on each upper body day, we're going to do these 3 exercises right here. That's a solid upper body workout. You can do 3 sets of each. Let's go for 10 reps each set. That's solid. This is enough for you to start building muscle. Now we're going to do 2 days focused on lower body. All right, now what could we do for lower body? We can do a goblet squat. We can do lunges. We can do hip thrust. And let's give one more. So we have goblet squats, lunges, hip thrust. What's another good one that we can do? And let me specify this. We'll do dumbbell hip thrust because I'm assuming a lot of people work at home. You want exercises that you can do where you don't necessarily need a gym. Then one more, we can do dumbbell RDLs. So like dumbbell deadlifts. And once again, we'll do 3 sets of each exercise. Go for 10 reps each one. So this right here is how from start to finish, we can build out a workout program for somebody. All right, so like I said, this right here is how you can lose 65 pounds. This is how I go about building out a plan for somebody. And this is not theory. Rashonda actually lost 65 pounds as a client of mine, and she was able to make this happen. All right, so step number 1 is we identify the goal. Like how much weight are we trying to lose every month? Now we know how much weight we're trying to lose every week. Then we calculate the amount of calories and protein we're supposed to be eating in order to reach that goal. Once we have the calories and protein that we're supposed to be eating, then we can calculate and put together the meal plan. All right. Once we put together the meal plan, we just follow that meal plan every day. Then on top of that, we can add in 60 minutes of cardio. That's going to have us losing weight a little bit quicker. So instead of losing just 2.5 pounds a week, we might be losing 3.5 or 4 pounds a week. And then on top of that, we can throw in some weightlifting. 4 days a week is what I recommend most people do. You do 2 days upper body, 2 days lower body. And this is going to help us build muscle while we are dropping body fat. And it's literally that simple. It's that simple. That's exactly how we build out a workout plan for people. Now, as problems arise, then we solve those issues. So does everybody feel confident now? Do you have a better understanding of how you can build out your workout program? Do you kind of understand it a little bit better now? I'll have 2 minutes to answer some quick questions, and then that'll be it for today. Do you readjust weekly the calories? No, I don't adjust the calories weekly. We adjust the calories every month or every 2 months. For the most part, if someone's losing 3 to 4 pounds a week, I won't readjust their calories until they're only losing 2 pounds a week. So I rarely will readjust people's calories. Okay. So for everybody here, before I log off, if anybody here wants to work with me directly, if you want some one-on-one coaching, want me to build a plan specifically for you, if you text the word coach to the number that you see on the screen, you'll be able to fill out an application to apply for coaching, and then we can take it from there. All right, everybody, but that's pretty much it for today. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll be back on tomorrow, actually. All right. Peace out, everyone.